May is Melanoma and Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and even though it's the last day of the month, it's still a time to shine the spotlight on the most common cancer in the United States, skin cancer. It's estimated that every day about 9,500 people in the U.S. are diagnosed with this particular type of cancer. Physician assistant Morgan Cummings with Evans Dermatology joins us now in the studio with more information. Good to see you, Morgan.
Good to see you guys too.
Let's get right back to the bare bones of this thing. What is melanoma?
So melanoma is a skin cancer that arises from the melanocytes, which are the cells in your skin that produce pigment. And so when you have an abnormal proliferation of those and too many of those, you can get a melanoma.
And are any different types of melanoma?
There are different types of melanoma. Nodular tends to be one that is more aggressive. Most of the time, we're hopeful that we find them in the in situ phase or superficial phase. So that means it has not gone any deeper than the superficial layer of the skin that you can see. Once we take a biopsy, you get staging on a melanoma. The particular stages help us determine what treatment you need.
Okay. Why is it so important that people know about melanoma?
Because it is a rapidly growing tumor. It can be life-threatening, so those are the tumors that will change very quickly, so we need to be able to get them off of your skin and treated promptly.
And what is the biggest symptom of melanoma?
So any new rapidly growing spots on your skin need to be checked. There is a small percentage of melanomas that can be linked to hereditary family areas, and so people who have a first-degree relative, second-degree relative with a melanoma history, sometimes they do follow the same kind of skin paths on other people in your family. And so making sure that you're getting your skin checks every year is very important. If you used to be a tanning bed user, right. If you're like to be out in the sun, those increase your risk of melanoma.
I think that's why it's so dangerous, because
yes.
it's such a silent type of cancer.
Which I made that mistake. I was a tanning bed person. I ended up with a melanoma at 24, so you got to make sure that you're watching.
Hey, I'm a ginger. We don't tan. We burst into flame.
Right,
so
you burn.
I completely get that.
Yes.
Is there a concern for life expectancy for someone with melanoma?
It can be if it's not caught promptly. It can be life-threatening, so it's important to make sure that we're starting those treatments early. We now have some resources that do help us stratify your risk for your melanoma versus the genetics that they have on file for everyone else, and so that can get you immunotherapy faster than you would have in the past.
Okay, and how can we prevent melanoma?
Making sure we're wearing sunscreen. Don't go to tanning beds, and then make sure that you're not staying outside too long. I know it's summertime, everybody wants to be out there, but reapplying that sunscreen every hour and a half to 2 hours is very important.
One thing that she mentioned to us one of the times she came here, that we should put a sunscreen because of the lights in the studio.
Just the lights.
Hey,
so yeah,
really?
Every day.
Okay, good news. Now I do. Before I put my makeup on, I put sunscreen.
Yes, every day I put sunscreen on my face, my hands, because people don't even realize, like driving in the car, that's the primary spot that people are going to get skin cancers to.
I always, the left arm is always redder than the other one.
Yes,
exactly for that reason. Let's talk some treatment options that that you have at Evans Dermatology for this.
So of course initially it's a biopsy, so any concerning spots that we see on a skin check, anything that worries somebody that comes in, we will take off, we send it off to pathology. If it comes back as a melanoma, of course it depends on the staging as far as the treatment. We can do excisions in our office. If we feel like you're going to need a lymph node biopsy or further work with an oncologist, we send you to a derm surgeon.
Okay, and let's share the contact for Evans Dermatology for those interested in booking an appointment.
Absolutely.
Or just checking for more information.
Yeah, so evansderm.net is our website. You can go on there to book appointments even as a new patient. If you want to contact us by phone, it's 706-922-3376.
All right, it is, like we said, the silent killer here. Definitely want to keep an eye on that and look for those signs. Morgan, thank you so much. We appreciate all the info.